Alright, before this video starts, I just want to say I'm still learning the ropes of recording. This video is also in 1280 by 720. There's nothing I can do about that. I already recorded all the footage. Next video will be in HD, I promise. I'm Nate, and this is Watchdogs, but Oversimplified Part 3. The game didn't expect me to get on top of the bridge, so it's very buggy up here. Stop crime by profiling people. The random dialogue talking about the player's actions based on reputation is a very nice touch and certainly not something I expected from Ubisoft.
I'm gonna scare her off if I'm not careful.
Aiden is going to scare off Clara.
He needs to disappear.
Crispin needs to, quote, disappear in the most obvious way physically possible. We must find a club to get a girl to get an invite to the auction.
We'll hang on to any weapons.
I have way the fuck more weapons than just that one, but okay, sure. Crispin's, quote, special gift is a sex slave, one that tried to kill Aiden. Also, this would have been a great time for a QuickTime event, but Ubisoft. Guns, now!
I gotta get Poppy out of this place.
Aiden wants to make the sex slave safe, but it feels very out of place, and it never comes up again in the story, so I don't really understand why. It really just feels shoved in for extra content. Not gonna lie, this shipping container hideout is really cool, and I want one.
Make sure it's a quiet night, or we aren't going to be able to keep the other boys from shutting you down.
Dirty cop because dirty cop. That's actually really fucked up, Ubisoft. I'm forced to an insanely slow walk for far too long, and I hate this. I like games that move fast, not this forced walk for 5 minutes bullshit.
Your men are expendable, Mr. Rank. Business must proceed.
Mr. Country's men are expendable. Business always comes first. QuickTime event to scan RFID dog tags. This scene makes zero sense. One of the first missions in the game, this guy saw Aiden's face and did business with him, and now Aiden is cosplaying as a European. They play this off as Quinn not noticing an accent, but it still makes no sense considering they have met before.
I can scramble the signal.
That's it?
Yeah.
Sex slave is no longer being tracked, also now everyone wants Aiden caught. Enjoy this montage of killing a lot of guys.
911, please state your emergency.
Aiden calls the cops because that's a great idea to do right after you killed about 30 people. Nephew ran away looking for his mom, finds a shitload of armed guards, requires Aiden to rescue him. Nephew is scarred for life after seeing his uncle kill a lot of people through the security cameras.
I'm like the healer.
Nephew finally talks to someone other than his mom.
If I don't hear from his mother soon, I will call the police.
Therapist threatens to call police if Nikki doesn't contact her soon.
You spooked him at the auction. Now nobody gets into the upper floors without his permission, including me.
Thick Boy can't get into Plot Place as easily as planned because gameplay. Use trash can as dead drop, Thick Boy escort mission activate. I really like this type of escort mission, but because Ubisoft, they removed them from Watchdogs 2, which was one of the best parts of this game. Thick Boy starts hack, but can only get 24% of the files before Mr. Country finds him. Thick Boy gets thrown out of the window, but don't worry, he's okay.
Hey, is this thing still working?
Bedbug, you're alive.
Damien cannot be trusted.
The man who kidnapped Aiden's sister is not to be trusted. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Because plot, the files Damien wants are encrypted, so we need to find Mr. Steak.
The creator always have a back door.
Mr. Steak has a back door. So we have to find Mr. Steak's last known location so we can find his current location. There were a bunch of guys there, a computer we had to hack, and then a big shootout, but it's not really exciting, so I'm not showing it. Agonizingly long car chase to stop a fire truck.
I'm warning you. Find another way.
Damien doesn't like Mr. Steak. Another copy-pasted district unlock mission, but this one is on an island, because island. I understand one, maybe two of these missions if they were unique, but there's way the fuck too many. A lot of them are essential to the story, and they're all the fucking same.
Damn, that was sloppy, Pierce.
Aiden gets sloppy when hacking the computer, so he needs to hack people to get the password.
He's sticking it to Bloom in their own backyard.
Mr. Steak is shafting Bloom in their own backyard. Okay, so, this mission is surprisingly enjoyable, and it took me way longer than I'd like to admit to figure out how to get inside this place.
Don't want
no trouble, T-Bone.
In case anyone didn't figure it out, the reason I'm calling Raymond Kenny Mr. Steak is because his nickname is T-Bone. I was stupid enough to leave Discord notifications turned on while I was playing, and this sound is constantly making me check Discord as I'm editing this. I absolutely don't understand this drinking minigame. I've never once had trouble setting down my glass, and I certainly haven't ever had to do this weird number thing. Like, what the fuck is this even supposed to represent? Bar fight, because bar fight. Luckily, Aiden gets the upper hand. Unfortunately, Mr. Steak has a taser.
I'm warning you.
Threatening scene with a blowtorch, because why not?
Yeah. Ain't that something?
Okay, these traps are fucking awesome.
I'm not an opportunity. I'm your second chance.
Aiden is Mr. Steak's second chance. So we must go to a place so that we can retrieve Mr. Steak's van from the local militia. This is what all the fuss was about? A van with a fucking sombrero? A sombrero? What the fuck? Why was this so important? A fucking sombrero. Yeah, sure, game. Makes a lot of sense. Usually we're the ones being chased by the chopper, but now we get to chase one. Nice change of pace. So we have to take out a convoy so that there's less people at the place we need to break into. This is a stealth mission, but we can just kill everyone anyway. Turns out Damien is here and making a deal with Bloom to fuck us because plot. Also, I gotta point this out. Look familiar? This is what I was talking about in episode 1 about reused assets. Guess Ubisoft thought we wouldn't notice. We did. Wait a minute. I recognize that guy. Talk about reused assets, holy shit. So now we get to use all these badass traps Stakey Boy has set up for us. These traps, plus the enormous gunfight, combined with the music that plays, makes this mission insanely awesome. There's certainly times in games where it's awesome when everything is loud, filled with explosions, and you have the resource to dispatch with a lot of people very fast. This mission is awesome.
Here, you want to do the honors? Wait a second, whoa. Hang on. For my portfolio. Go ahead.
The fuck, man. If there was ever a time for a quick-time event, it was this. But Ubisoft. This disappoints me. Soft lock. Because Ubisoft.
That's the weight of trillions of bytes of information at your fingertips.
He says trillions of bytes of information, but 1 petabyte, or 1,000 terabytes, is 1 quadrillion bytes, so, quote, trillions of bytes isn't even a petabyte, so trillions of bytes of information isn't actually all that much.
Hang on.
No, hang on nothing. You better tell me what you're messed up in, all of it, or I ain't decrypting jack shit.
Mr. Steak freaks out because he doesn't know what's going on, but Clara calms him down fast so we don't have to do a mission to convince him to come back. Thanks, Clara, you improved my gameplay experience. Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here. Next time we get to finish what Thick Boy couldn't, and we get to meet Mickey Mouse Mask. And of course, Mr. Steak returns. Nate out!
Oh.